Hi, I'm Phoenix City Councilman Daniel Valenzuela. Coming up on this edition of Destination Phoenix Sky Harbor. Learn about the newest way the airport is working to minimize its carbon footprint. Plus, international travel can be time-consuming, but getting through customs is easier than ever thanks to the launch of a new program. And the Phoenix SkyTrain took a major step forward in the process of getting you from the train to the plane. Find out the latest update. All this and much more on Destination Phoenix Sky Harbor.
Phoenix was recently visited by executives from all over the world. Find out why they were here and what that means to you. And our volunteers are a staple at America's friendliest airport. The training involves a lot more than putting on a purple jacket. Learn what it takes to be a navigator. Plus, saving the planet has never been easier. Find out how we can help our customers in the fight to shrink landfills.
Welcome to Destination Phoenix Sky Harbor. I'm Deborah Ostreicher. If you've been to the airport lately, perhaps you've noticed the new Phoenix SkyTrains on full display. David Ramirez has the latest on this exciting new project.
People are anxiously awaiting the debut of the Phoenix SkyTrain, which will streamline the process of getting from the Metro Light Rail Station and East Economy parking to Terminal 4. The monumental project took a significant step forward by energizing the guideway and getting the train moving on the track.
3, 2, 1, let the test begin.
We're celebrating an enormous milestone for Sky Harbor International Airport. Today's test run signals that the Phoenix SkyTrain project is on track, within budget, and on schedule.
It's going to make this airport hum. It's going to make this airport efficient. So much easier to get from your house into your airport as quickly as possible.
When the SkyTrain opens, another amenity will get you to your plane quicker. Customers without baggage can use self-check kiosks, and Southwest and U.S. Airways customers will be able to check their bags remotely from either station.
So this is an excellent amenity offered to our customers to increase our level of customer service here at America's friendliest airport.
Passengers will start riding in early 2013, but in the meantime, expect to see the trains moving at various speeds and configurations.
We'll first start in a manual mode with drivers on board to operate the trains. And then once we successfully complete all of those tests, we can transition into an automated mode where the trains will drive on their own, and they'll be remotely controlled by a controlled facility off-site.
Regardless of how the train is running, its visibility will vary based on the testing phase. And once it's up and running, everyone on the train will have an elite view of the airport.
SkyTrain is the first transportation system that has a train running over an active taxiway. Our taxiway bridge can accommodate a 747 traveling underneath the bridge. So we're really excited about that. It's a unique feature of our system.
Unique features aside, what matters most is what the train is able to do, and that is to help passengers.
The SkyTrain will carry approximately 6 million passengers a year, and that translates to upwards of $10 million in savings annually from reduced busing and fuel costs.
The SkyTrain will not only benefit customers, but it has also created thousands of jobs. Mike Gentry helped build the guideway and will remain on staff operating and maintaining the system.
I saw it go from the ground up, as a lot of people did. This is a fantastic thing for the city of Phoenix and the Valley. I'm very proud of this. Look around and see what we've built. This is great.
The next stage of SkyTrain opens in 2015 and will transport customers from Terminal 4 to Terminal 3 with a walkway to Terminal 2. The final stage will connect passengers to the rental car center and is expected to be in service in 2020. For Destination Phoenix Sky Harbor, I'm David Ramirez.
At America's friendliest airport, we want everyone to have a friendly experience. Here, employees go above and beyond every day to help customers. And once a year, we award the Champions of Customer Service. Here are the recipients.
Allison Farnsworth works for the city of Phoenix. She tracked down a traveler who needed instructions for her upcoming surgery. Allison provided crucial help, and upon learning the traveler hadn't eaten all day and couldn't eat after midnight, she went a step further and bought her a meal. Michael Lay works for Prospect Airport Services, which provides skycaps and wheelchairs at Sky Harbor. He encountered a 77-year-old woman whose flight to Croatia was delayed, and she was stuck at the airport for hours. Michael notified her family of the situation and helped her to find the next best connecting flight. Abdiaziz Noor with International Ram Skycap Services found a wallet containing multiple credit cards and more than $1,000 in cash and immediately turned it in. The customer who lost the wallet was able to retrieve it and was very grateful to have it back. Abdiaziz could not attend the ceremony, so Ram station manager Terrence Clark accepted the award on his behalf. Randy Hausner with Operations is the overall champion of customer service. In 2011 alone, he received 15 Fly Awards. Randy has been recognized for personally escorting customers from one terminal to the next, helping elderly passengers with their luggage, and much more. Avila Retail received the Tenant Service Award because of their commitment to customer service. In 2011, 35 Avila employees received Fly Awards for going above and beyond expectations. Avila also supports the Navigator volunteers and participates in the annual Customer Appreciation Week celebration. Congratulations to John and Kathleen Avila, who shared the award with local managers Cecile Sabayan, Kathy Davis, and Guy Burrell. A big thanks to all our champions of customer service. If an employee is extra friendly or makes your travel experience a better one, please tell us about it.
We are always looking to improve and expand air service at Phoenix Sky Harbor, and one way we do that is by hosting the Phoenix International Aviation Symposium. Jim Peterson has more.
The Aviation Symposium brings the world's most respected airline executives and government officials to Phoenix to discuss current issues facing the industry.
It's a fast-moving, fast-paced, ever-changing industry. To see who the CEOs are, the other players in the industry, stay in tune with them, get to meet them, interface with them, and lobby for Sky Harbor.
Well, this is a fantastic opportunity for all the from airlines around the world, for our partners, for our suppliers to come to a beautiful location and talk about the industry, talk about issues of common concern across the industry.
Symposium attendees heard from industry experts in areas like airline consolidation, aircraft upgrades, customer loyalty programs, and much more.
This is one of the best-known symposiums in the aviation industry, and it's a great learning opportunity, it's a great networking opportunity, and Phoenix is a fun city. I just love coming here.
Sky Harbor has hosted the Phoenix Aviation Symposium for over 20 years. The event has earned the reputation as being the industry's most exclusive gathering.
There are other conferences where people try to do things like this, but this one, given its history, its pedigree, and location, is the most well-attended event in the industry.
The aviation industry never stands still. In this ever-changing environment, business relationships are vital, and the Phoenix Aviation Symposium provides just the right forum to strengthen ties with key airline executives from across the globe.
My business is to bring people together. There is absolutely nothing in this world that can replace face-to-face human interaction. And it doesn't matter smartphones or the internet, you name it.
If you try to sit in your office and think of all the good ideas on your own, you're going to be very limited. But if you get a broader international, worldwide perspective, low-cost carriers, network carriers, suppliers, partners to the industry, you get just a much broader perspective, new ideas, new, innovative, creative ways to run your own business better.
Airline executives from around the world look forward to visiting Phoenix each year. The Phoenix Aviation Symposium enables the city to showcase its world-class airport and all that Arizona has to offer. For Destination Phoenix Sky Harbor, I'm Jim Peterson.
Sky Harbor employees are great at so many things, and one of the things we're most proud of is their commitment to the community. Recently, the Community Noise Reduction Program and the Volunteer Acquisition and Relocation Services team spearheaded a food drive to help those in need.
This is Mount Zion Baptist Church participating in the Aviation Department's Sound Insulation and Mitigation Services program. When airport staff learned that the church was collecting donations for a food drive for needy families, they couldn't wait to join in. They enlisted the help of other employees and were able to put together boxes of food and gift certificates to grocery stores. The items were delivered to the church so Mount Zion staff could distribute food boxes to families who needed it most.
This food drive is an excellent reminder that people need help all year long, not just at Thanksgiving and Christmas. We have a lot more still to come on this edition of Destination Phoenix Sky Harbor, including the unveiling of a project that will save the airport millions of dollars. And this.
They are here to help. Sky Harbor's Navigator volunteers. But how do they gain the knowledge to effectively direct passengers through the airport? I'm Julie Rodriguez. I'll show you coming up.
Whether you're traveling for business or pleasure, America's friendliest airport has some simple tips to help ensure that your next trip is an enjoyable one.
Please check your flight status with your airline before coming to the airport. Arrive 2 hours in advance, especially if you're parking, checking luggage, or traveling internationally. Remember the 3-1-1 rule. If you are bringing liquids and gels through the checkpoint, make sure they are in containers 3 ounces or less. Put them in a clear zip-top bag, and remember, just 1 bag per passenger. Also, don't forget to bring an extra zip-top bag for your return trip home. Larger quantities of medically necessary liquids are allowed only at the discretion of TSA screeners. If you have questions about the security screening, contact the Transportation Security Administration at 866-289-9673 or online at tsa.gov or TSA-Contact Center at dhs.gov. Many pieces of luggage look the same, so don't forget to mark your bags so that you can easily recognize them. When you return to Phoenix, have your claim check and ID ready at baggage claim. Staff may ask you to match your claim check with your bag tag. Sky Harbor features 2 free 24-hour cell phone waiting lots. One is located just east of Terminal 4 and the other just west of the Terminal 2 parking garage. Both have large electronic flight information displays so you can park and wait for your party without circling the terminals. Log on to skyharbor.com for the latest airport information.
The volunteer navigators are a customer service staple here at America's friendliest airport. In fact, they go through an intensive training to learn how to best work with customers. Julie Rodriguez has the details.
Good afternoon. How are you today?
Bob Gagnon has been a navigator since the program began 11 years ago. As with all navigators, he's on hand every week to help customers as they travel through the airport.
I say hi, and then if somebody turn around and they have a question, then I'm glad to answer them. If they just want to move on, they're not being held up by me.
Approximately 400 volunteers dedicate their time to travelers, and while almost anyone is eligible to become a navigator, they have a lot to learn before they can serve Sky Harbor customers. Volunteers who sign up to become a navigator attend an all-day orientation here at the airport, but that is only the beginning of their training. Volunteers are paired up with mentors for more in-depth training, and they become a constant source of support to the new navigator.
I taught school for 40 years, so it's kind of like the teacher role. You stay behind, but yet you're there to direct. You take them through the steps very slowly, and you try to tell them that there is no way they're going to learn this airport in one session.
We all sit down at the beginning of their day and talk about what they're going to be doing with the mentor and the trainee, and then they go out on the floor, go to the different terminals and show them and explain what the positions are and what they'll be doing as a navigator.
Okay, what you're going to do is head right down here.
Throughout their 7 weeks of training, volunteers perform a variety of scavenger hunts where they learn what's at the airport and how it operates. Questions related to security, shops, restaurants, and transportation are all standard topics during training.
We get a lot of questions, for example, on ATMs. Where's Bank of America ATM? Where's the Chase ATM?
Trainees lean on their mentors, but navigators lean on office staff just as much. Whether it's to find flight information, report items that are lost and found, or request translations, office staff members are vital to the program.
The office serves a real important function. It's the key that connects us to the whole program when we're on the floor.
The navigators are here providing service to the airport, and we are here providing service to the navigators. It's a wonderful program, and they are very dedicated to be here. They give 4 hours of their time each week. Some of them work more than one shift, and they're just delightful. They come out with a good attitude, and they're very helpful and very caring people, and I think it's a positive for the airport to have this program.
Phoenix Mayor Greg Stanton agrees. He got a glimpse into the life of a Sky Harbor volunteer when he became an honorary navigator during Volunteer Appreciation Week.
Sky Harbor is the front door into our city and our region and our state, and the navigators are the people that greet folks who are visiting Phoenix, many for the first time. They're their first point of entry into our city, and so being greeted by wonderfully friendly people, knowledgeable people, people that will give confidence to folks that are visiting Phoenix that we've got our act together. They provide a wonderfully important function.
It's important, but a lot of fun as well.
If anybody wants to do this type of volunteer work, there's just such contact with the passengers, and they're so appreciative. I mean, it's amazing. We have people who will connect in Phoenix rather than connect in Los Angeles because they feel the friendliness of the airport is better here, and if they need help, they get it.
If you're interested in becoming a navigator, log on to skyharbor.com/volunteer. The next training class is being held in September. For Destination Phoenix Sky Harbor, I'm Julie Rodriguez.
Thanks again to all of our wonderful navigators. They help our passengers with so many things, including pointing out all the great places to eat and drink.
2 new anticipated spots in Terminal 4 have opened. Sauce Restaurant is serving a constant stream of customers each day. With a varied menu of breakfast foods, pasta, pizzas, paninis, and more, it's quickly becoming a popular spot for customers. The addition of a brand new Starbucks coffee shop in the baggage claim area has added a shot of excitement to the airport. Plush chairs are a perfect spot to sit while you wait for your bags or your ride to pick you up. Keep in mind we have restaurant changes almost daily, so be sure to check out skyharbor.com for the latest.
With so many great amenities, it takes a lot of power to operate them all. Luckily, the airport has found a way to reduce its carbon footprint.
1, 2, 3. Feel the power. I love it.
Phoenix Mayor Greg Stanton, along with City Council members, SunPower, APS, and airport staff, recently unveiled a massive solar panel project. 12,000 panels sit atop the roof at the Rental Car Center and thousands more on the East Economy Garage. The project began when Councilman Gates read a story about solar installation at Luke Air Force Base and wanted to bring it to Sky Harbor. Partnerships were key in turning the project from idea to reality.
It's a landmark project and a landmark airport. You fly in, you see the roofs, and you think there's a better way to make use of those roofs, and what better way to do so than create green energy.
It all came together very nicely in one period of time, and what you see is this great project that resulted.
Phoenix Sky Harbor staff were excited to get this project going, especially Aviation Director Danny Murphy.
This project clearly demonstrates the results of public-private partnerships at the City of Phoenix. Just take a look around you. Look at all this sunshine.
Thanks to those partnerships, the largest rooftop solar panel project in Arizona is at the airport.
When people fly into Sky Harbor, maybe for the first time, and they look down and they see this solar installation, it sends a message to them. Not only is the City of Phoenix committed to sustainability, but they're committed to this new 21st century economy.
We need to always be challenging ourselves, always be looking in the mirror and saying, can we be doing more?
Mayor Stanton challenges us to look at every building as a possible resource for hosting solar power, and the airport accepted that challenge full on.
Today, Sky Harbor got a lot better.
Both facilities generate about 5 megawatts of electricity. That's enough to power about 4,000 to 5,000 homes, and savings are already evident.
It provides about 50% of the facility's electricity demand throughout the day.
It will lead to $4.7 million in energy savings over the next 20 years for the airport. So that's huge.
No local tax dollars were spent on the solar panels, and while this project may be complete, we'll always look for more opportunities to go green.
This was a big undertaking with an even bigger payoff. Another event with a big payoff was the Conference of American Association of Airport Executives, or AAAE, which brought thousands to the downtown Phoenix area, including local and national leaders.
This is the 4th time that Sky Harbor has hosted AAAE, and we are really very excited and proud about that. We are so glad to have you to showcase our beautiful city.
Phoenix is coming to life, just as the catchphrase has said. The economy is improving. We are a city that is well positioned to take full advantage of this improving economy. We know the economy is improving because our airport is busier than ever. As Sky Harbor goes, so goes the future of our city.
Airports really are the hub of the community. Big airports, many of them are like cities with 8 million stories, farewells, reunions, and arrivals.
Most people in the city of Phoenix, I guess, like in many of your towns, don't realize the impact, the economic impact that an airport has in their community. Phoenix Sky Harbor is about $30 billion a year, and it's an employment site for about 33,000 people.
We were proud to host this conference, which brought millions of dollars into the local economy. There's more to come on this edition of Destination Phoenix Sky Harbor, including a new program that is sure to please our international passengers.
Earth Day only comes once a year, but at Sky Harbor, we're focused on protecting the planet all year long. I'm Sarah Brown. Stay tuned to find out how.
With nearly 40 million people traveling through America's friendliest airport, you can imagine the amount of trash that accumulates. That's why the airport is committed to reducing its carbon footprint while increasing the amount of things that get recycled. Sarah Brown shares how it's being done.
Every day, thousands of people walk through the terminals, and many leave a little something behind. Newspapers, flight confirmations, and empty food containers add up to a lot of trash. Sky Harbor recognizes it's important to reduce that trash, so the airport ramped up the recycling.
We generate approximately 10,000 tons of waste every year. Currently, we're recycling about 25% of that, or almost 2,500 tons. The goal is, within the next 3 to 4 years, is to get that to 50%. Quite an increase from year over year. But the airport felt it was necessary, and we had the capability of doing that.
What might seem like a small amount individually adds up to a lot collectively. All the recyclable waste heads to a processing plant where the impact of our efforts is clear.
We want everyone to know that they make a difference. Recycling does make a difference. Even if it's one bottle, one aluminum can, one newspaper, they make a big difference.
Accountability and sustainability are key components to any successful program. And Jerry has a plan for how to make his successful.
Education, education, and education. Besides educating the passengers coming through, the tenants, the restaurants, all the employees, we're also making it easier to have co-located bins and containers side by side, so when passengers come through that aren't familiar with the airport, they know they have a choice, recycling or waste.
Recycling when you're at home can be easy, but when you're traveling, it's not always so simple. But our goal is to make recycling at the airport a no-brainer.
We try to put them as close as we can, so when a customer or passenger is walking through the airport, they don't have to go more than 100 feet to find another recycling can.
With approximately 200 bins throughout Sky Harbor, it's never been easier to recycle, and aviation employees have joined Jerry's efforts. A new education campaign launched on Earth Day teaches what you can and can't recycle.
Again, we're making it easy. It's a nice education piece, very clearly defined.
The airlines and restaurants have also jumped on the recycling bandwagon.
The airlines play a very large role in recycling at the airport. They generate approximately 40% of the waste that's collected at the airport. Restaurants, another 40%, another huge impact. So we're working specifically with the airlines and the restaurants to make it easy for them to recycle here at the airport.
Even just one bottle makes an impact.
One bottle with another bottle with another bottle, thousands of bottles make a big difference. And for them to recycle it, what a huge difference. It can be reused, recycled, and made into something new that is usable.
Recycling changes everything, and at the airport, we're glad to do our part. For Destination Phoenix Sky Harbor, I'm Sarah Brown.
Recycling at Sky Harbor has never been easier, and now, thanks to the launch of a new program, traveling home from abroad is easier than ever. Heather Listener tells us all about it.
Travelers returning home from international trips will now have the option to participate in a program to make their return a little bit easier, thanks to a new initiative by U.S. Customs and Border Protection. In March, Global Entry was launched at Phoenix Sky Harbor International Airport.
We're here today to officially announce the expansion of the U.S. Customs and Border Protection Global Entry Trusted Traveler Program, which is basically the ticket for our traveling public to get out of the normal waiting lines when they return to the United States here at Phoenix Sky Harbor.
Sky Harbor is among 24 airports using this pilot program. 2 kiosks have been installed which allow pre-approved travelers expedited clearance into the United States. This means a shorter wait for pre-screened travelers.
We're extremely happy to see Global Entry come to Sky Harbor. And what this will do for us is make it a lot smoother for international passengers to process and get through the system here at the airport.
Pre-approved travelers bypass the passport control lines and use an automated kiosk. They simply insert their machine-readable passports into the kiosk and follow the prompts to print out a receipt to give to CBP officers as they exit the inspections area.
The program is open to U.S. citizens, U.S. permanent residents, and pre-approved Mexican nationals. In order to apply for the program, travelers must submit an online application as well as a $100 fee. Then applicants will undergo a background check and be asked to interview at a CBP enrollment center.
Besides minimizing the time it takes to clear customs, there are other benefits to being enrolled in the Global Entry program. This includes the opportunity to enroll in other trusted traveler programs. One such program is the TSA's PreCheck, which has been implemented by select airports and airlines.
Sky Harbor is very focused on making this a great airport experience, every customer, every day. And we are, America's friendliest airport.
For more information on the Global Entry program, please visit globalentry.gov. For Destination Phoenix Sky Harbor, I'm Heather Listener.
On the last show, we told you about our efforts to increase the places that you can charge your devices. We're pleased to announce that now there is seating in the terminal lobbies. They're equipped with plugs and USB ports and have tables to set down your gadgets while they charge. Another way you can get plugged in is to use one of the charging towers located throughout the lobbies and in several gate areas behind security. These towers feature 3 sides to plug in, and one side will give our ADA customers easy access. That's it for this edition of Destination Phoenix Sky Harbor. Thanks for watching, and please log on to skyharbor.com to let us know about your excellent customer experience, or let us know where there's areas for improvement. You can also sign up for emails and coupons, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, or Google+, and be the first to get the latest and greatest information about what's happening here at the airport. I'm Deborah Ostreicher. Thank you for flying through America's friendliest airport.